won't stop till I hear him say,
Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video breakdown. This is going to be video series part 2 of the psychological analysis breakdown that I have to display to you all. Remember at all times that mastering your psychology in trading is crucial, mainly because emotions like fear, greed, and impulsivity can cloud your judgment and lead to costly mistakes. And by understanding and controlling your thoughts and feelings, you can make better decisions, stick to your trading strategy on a consistent basis, which will result in a rising equity curve on your behalf, and improve your overall trading performance as a trader. Psychology, in my personal opinion, is one of the most important things and the factors in this market that majority of individuals overlook because they believe some type of influencers, price callouts, or fundamentals going to make them money in the market. However, that is why 95% of traders, mainly retail-based, lose in this market as market participants. With that being said, welcome back to video series part 2 of the psychological analysis. I want you all to meditate deeply on what it is that I'm about to say and read to you all. We're going to be discussing some excerpts from one of the most sound trading books on planet Earth. These are some excerpts from the book Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Now, personally, I have almost memorized these paragraphs. These paragraphs over the past 7 years of my trading journey have been embedded into my trading DNA. And in my personal opinion, you cannot move forward as a trader until you truly understand the power of what Mark Douglas was trying to convey to you through these words. The first paragraph that I have to read to you all from Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone, goes on to say, most people think making a mistake is doing something that did not work or does not work. This is not necessarily true. What is true is that there is a big difference between making a mistake and deliberately making a conscious effort to do something wrong. When we deliberately and consciously do something wrong, that is not a mistake. When traders learn a hard and fast rule of trading and then they deliberately disobey the rule, or deliberately break that rule, that is not a mistake. That is an act of doing something that they want to do. I'll give you all real fast a second to pause and think about what it is that I just said while giving you all a personal example. Early on in my trading career, I was unable to assess my risk properly. By managing my risk and understanding that what will allow me longevity in this market is by controlling my risk. And what I would often do is attempt to over leverage on prop firm challenges to attempt to pass them in a fastly and timely manner. I soon realized that that was not what was going to bring me trading success. However, I still deliberately attempted to over leverage my trading account and pass these challenges fast, thinking that this would be an easy route. So with what it is that I just read to you all, what allowed me to overstep this obstacle in my trading or this mistake that I was making was by realizing that over leveraging was not going to bring me consistent results and that it was only going to lead me to blown accounts time and time again. With that being said, I had to take it upon myself to take that trading mistake that I was making and not turn it into a bad habit, which at the time, at the beginning of my trading career, I was doing. I had to take it upon myself to look deep within and ask myself, did I want to be a market participant long term? Of course, back then the answer was yes. So with that being said, I found multiple ways to go about risk management, taking into consideration that proper risk management was what was going to make me a trader that lasted the longest in this market, at least longer than my opposition, which, if you don't already know, is every other single market participant in this space. It is always you versus every single other person that comes into this market space that is attempting to do the same thing that you are attempting to do, which is make money. Moving on, the next excerpt from Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas goes on to say, 95% of the world looks at trading as a fantasy get-rich-quick scheme, and they enter the market simply based on greed. If you want to become a forex Mark Douglas didn't specifically say this, but a forex or crypto trader, then it needs to be one of your well thought out and well planned dreams, not just some type of money making ploy. We'll pause right there. I want you all to truly think about pre-2023, okay? 2022, when all of these manipulating influencers and Twitter influencers flooded the space talking about some major bull run and influenced the majority of individuals to buy at tops, who then went on to see a depreciation in their portfolio and most likely fell victim to the ploys that the market has to offer. I want you all to truly consider what it is that you are attempting to do and accomplish in this market by creating small, attainable short-term goals that lead to a long-term vision that is attainable in this market space and realistic at the same time. To continue with what Mark Douglas said, if the stresses from all of the complications from debts in your life are driving you to get involved in trading, thinking that making money fast from the market might be the answer to resolving your financial stressors, you better think again. Learning to trade is a disciplined profession. After beginning a trading career and facing a couple weeks of limited progress, by breaking, even incurring outright losses, many new traders are quick to rethink their involvement in the market. Any loss of money becomes painful as you look back and scary as you look forward. So with that being said, I want you to take it upon yourselves to really consider what it is that you're attempting to accomplish in this market. Did you get involved because somebody told you that you could make massive amount of percentages overnight? Did you get involved because you're actually interested in learning how to properly trade these markets? Did you get involved because you have family members to take care of? What is your sound reason and purpose as to why you are attempting to become a market participant? Remember that, hone in on that, because that will allow you to stay disciplined throughout your trading complications and persevere long term. Moving on. The last segment from Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone, is learning to trade needs to be about merging your thought process and your emotions with the movement of the market, not with fear, but only with the consistent hope that you can and will derive an income or return on your investment of time that you are spending at trading. Blindly hoping for success, I'll take a pause right there, which is what the majority of retail individuals do in this market space. If you haven't noticed, they blindly put out price predictions. They blindly make assumptions and generate opinions about the direction that the market is going to move on a day, week, monthly basis. Moving on, it goes on to say, however, will not lead you to success. Too much hope as a beginner trader will place you in a position of being too creative and overconfident. It can work against you. The saddest thing I've seen is overconfident traders who are quickly introduced to failure by not addressing the downside of trading and protecting themselves. And as they trade, that ignorance or lack of discipline creates fear the next time they trade. I have watched them as their dreams start washing down the financial drain due to stupid, undisciplined decisions and mistakes, causing their money to slowly run out before they learn how to trade effectively. With that being said, I wrote a key takeaway for the CYPRX students alongside of these short excerpts from Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. And I go on to say to the students here at CYPRX, the next time you pull the trigger to trade, quantify your potential loss and then ask yourself, can I afford to take a loss should the trade not work out? Yes or no? If the answer is no, don't pull the trigger. It's that simple. Don't get sucked into the market by your greed. Know your boundaries. If the answer is yes, enter the trade and move forward, hoping for the best and preparing for the worst. If you have set up a trade wisely, understanding risk management properly, like I explained to you guys, I fell I fell mistake to at the first part of my trading career. The worst thing that can happen is your quantified stop loss order is hit and you lose a determined amount of money that you've already decided you can live with losing. If you're an active trader who is dealing with the fear of losing money, what are you doing about it? Finding a simple, productive trading strategy with a set of rules that you will be disciplined enough to obey will place you in a position of conquering your fear, providing you with the necessary confidence that will allow you to stop losing more money than you make. Either you do one of two things: you control your fear, or your fear controls you. With that being said, I've discussed this multiple times on the CYPRX channel and the CYPRX platforms, and I'll take XRP as an example because the majority of my followers are either XRP day traders or XRP hodlers. As always, if you are attempting to become a market participant, you need to consider your risk. Worst case scenario is the predetermined amount of money that you are already prepared to lose or should be prepared to lose plays out, and you lose that money. You've already mentally prepared yourself to lose that money because you've already assessed your risk, right? With that being said, I hope that you enjoyed video series part 2 of this psychological analysis. Again, an in-depth perspective of some of the material that I give to the CYPRX students behind the scenes in our private mentorship program. As always, the link is in the description down below. You can always visit cyprx.teachable.com. With that being said, be cognizant, be aware out there, and I will see you back here for video series part 3 of the next video breakdown.
I won't stop till I hear him say